Let's move to the 3D space. First, we'll create a blank project. Inside every project, you're going to see your 3D space. You can move the inspector and preview over so that you have more space to work in the 3D space, as well as your hierarchy. Also, you can show and hide different panels by going to Window and Panels. To move around in 3D space, if you have a trackpad, you can use space and click to move up and down and around. Or if you right click, you can rotate around the point. If you have a mouse, you can use your middle mouse scroll wheel. If you click that, you can move around a point. Scrolling in and out will get you closer and further away from your object. Let's add a cube. Go to your hierarchy, click Add New, scroll down to find Box. This will add a box in front of your camera. Some keyboard shortcuts to keep in mind are W, R, and E. W will allow you to move left, right, back and forth, and up and down, X, Y, and Z axis. E will allow you to rotate the device on fixed axes. Note I'm using my right click to move around. Or if you want, you can actually click anywhere other than the lines and it will rotate freely. Same as if you were to click W, click the center point, you can now rotate the object freely. And if you click R, you can resize the object on X, Y, and Z axes. As well as if you click the center box, you can resize all three at the exact same rate. Hit delete. We'll add a new box. Let's add a material. Scroll down until you see the purple material icon. Click Simple PBR. Let's click this and click again to rename it. We'll call it Box Material. On your right inspector, we can go ahead and uncheck base texture, lighting, and tone mapping. We'll click base color and we'll make it something like blue. Next, click your box and you can either click default and click box material, or you can take box material and drag it onto the material. You have a blue box. Let's resize the box so that it's back in view. Maybe rotate it, hitting E, so that we can see it a bit better. And W, let's move it away from ourselves. We can also make this material transparent. Click the color, go to alpha channel, we'll make it translucent. Type 100, hit A, go to blend mode and hit normal. Now we have a translucent box. Likewise, we can drag this number all the way down to 0 and the box is invisible. I'll put it at 200 for a darker translucent color. Let's add a head binding. Go to your hierarchy and click Add New. Scroll down to Face Effects and click Head Binding. This will add a few different components. If you expand head binding 0, you'll see you have a face occluder. Highlighting this will make it visible in the 3D space. If we zoom closer, we can see it better. This occluder demonstrates the average human head, and any objects inside of it will not be shown. If we drag our box onto your head binding, and we move forward, we can see how it gets cut off with the face. This is a brilliant feature if you want to make head masks, because the masks will know how to fit around the head. We can reset our view by clicking this little home button in the top right corner. Let's resize our box to just about bigger than our head. We'll move it back a bit. We'll rotate it back to normal. Move it up and out. And then resize one last time. Move it back. And just repeat this process until you have something that looks good. And maybe we'll just need to expand it vertically a tiny bit. And as you can see, since this box is inside of head binding, it will follow the user's head. If we want to support multiple people in our lens, we can go ahead and right-click the head binding 0 and duplicate. Now we have head binding 1. You'll also need to click on the head binding 1 and ensure that this index is set to 1. 0 being number 1, 1 being number 2. And if we go to our preview, we can click idle person 1 and find 2 people idle. And now they have 2 boxes around their heads. This is beneficial for creating a lens that supports more than one person.